Yeah, this one caught me by surprise. So we got a sad story here out of Dallas. Cowboys defensive end Marshawn Kneeland was found dead yesterday. We got the news yesterday right after the show ended, and I was driving to work, and they just announced that he passed away, but no one knew from what. And of course, someone that's 24 years old that literally just blocked a punt and scored a touchdown on Monday Night Football, and you say, "Oh, he was found dead." You start thinking of like, there's a lot of things that could be an overdose, a suicide, a freak accident. You know, you kind of start thinking of the worst because, I mean, we just saw this guy playing a football game 3 days before. You know what I mean?
Score a touchdown.
Yeah.
It's just like, Grass Guy, we were doing Chris Corner yesterday. Grass Guy broke the news for us there. There was not a lot of details at that point in time. But, yeah, dude, this is a really tragic deal there. And, you know, the Cowboys have been no stranger to some tragedy in the past 10 to 15 years. They had a player get killed in a car accident in 2012 in season. They had another coach pass away a day before a game after a medical emergency. So they're no stranger to this stuff. But this is a rough deal, man.
Now there's a joke to be made here. I'm not gonna make it because it's a sensitive topic. I find in tragedy try to find humor through it. That's how I handle
people are like that, man. Yeah.
But I won't do it because I know some people are very sensitive to these type of things, and it is a sensitive, sad story. But here are the details. So on November 5th at about 10:30 at night, Texas Department of Public Safety troopers attempted to stop a vehicle from a traffic violation on the northbound lanes of Dallas North Tollway near Keller Springs. The driver refused to stop, resulting in a pursuit with DPS troopers. However, troopers lost sight of the vehicle and the pursuit was terminated. The vehicle was later located abandoned and had been involved in a crash on the southbound lanes of Dallas Parkway near Warren Parkway. DPS aircraft and troopers, along with Frisco Police Department, searched the immediate area and found the driver, 24-year-old Marshawn Kneeland, that's a Cowboys player, deceased from a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
Man, you never know, man. That's why we tell y'all. You make sure to check on your people and make sure people are doing all right, man. If you ever need somebody to talk to, we provided the suicide prevention hotline number and stuff before. We've always offered, reach out to us. We try to help you and everything, but you got to check on your people, man. You never really know what somebody's going through. I mean, this guy scored a touchdown on Monday Night Football the other night. Seems like he's on top of the world and everything. And then just a few days later, something like this happens. So don't ever be afraid to check on your people, man.
Mm-hmm. A dispatcher told officers while they were in pursuit for him that people who knew him had received a group text from Kneeland saying goodbye, and they were concerned for his welfare. And then 3 hours later, he was found dead with a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
This is a really weird, tragic story. Condolences, good vibes, prayers, everybody affected by this. I mean, I don't really know what you can say beyond that. I know we don't have all the details, but the details we do have, point to just this is a very tragic situation, and this guy obviously needed some help that he wasn't able to get.
Yeah, it's sad and
it's just sad, man. It's just a waste.
Was it a mental health breakdown and that's what happened, or was there something else that drove him into that mindset? You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. I look at that, them scoring the touchdown the other night and the celebration and the emotion in that moment, and it's just so hard to believe you can go from that moment to this in less than 72 hours.
Yeah, I mean, depression is a bitch.
100%. And very, very real.
And sometimes there's no signs that someone's depressed or anything like that. Mm-hmm. But you would think, like you said, you just scored a touchdown on Monday Night Football. You got to be feeling pretty good. Now the team lost, so maybe that damper thing. But it feels weird. It feels like there's got to be something else that was going on. Like, why are you getting in high speed chases to begin? Like, why didn't he just, he was out doing something.
The article that I read, was something that he had been. There was suicidal ideations, which I don't know if he had sent some cryptic text or I guess the goodbye text, maybe stuff like that. Yeah,
reported some weird things with him too. But yeah, like Grass Guy saying, he could have been in some kind of trouble. That's what I'm wondering. Like,
that's what I'm trying to say. Like, are you doing something you ain't supposed to be doing, and you don't, that it's gonna puts you in the limelight and you don't want to deal with all that. You don't want to bring on your family and different things like
Yeah.
that. I don't know. Maybe that could be something like that.
If you were just depressed and wanted to end things, I don't know why you're out driving around first doing it. You know what I mean?
I just, I don't know. Maybe, like I said, I've worked in a mental hospital. I've seen people with mental illness and how it affects them on a day-to-day basis, and different people on medications if they don't take their medication. I don't know this guy's situation. I'm not going to speculate on that. I don't know if he was on any medication or not taking. I don't know, but I just know that I've seen that stuff spiral out of control really fast, and it can happen like a switch, man. And a lot of times the biggest, like, it's like between 18 and 32 years old is usually when you'll see people. That's what they used to tell us when we worked there, man. It's between 18 and 32 years old that you really start to see this stuff come out, and the mental illness really affect people for whatever reason. At that stage of your brain's growth, that stuff really starts to come out. So maybe this guy was just, he had maybe been there all along, just lying dormant, and it finally something happened that snapped him and came to. But I don't know, man. I'm telling you, I don't think we ever have all the answers in situations like this.
What was the follow up to Doug Martin's death? We still don't know. He had a mental breakdown and got in a struggle with police officers. It looked like it was like a drug induced, like psychotic breakdown.
And yeah, he was, I think, in a home, burglarizing a home or something. And
yeah, and he got, he had gotten a scuffle with police when they came there. And
that's
then
another
died.
one right there. I mean, in the last 2 weeks, another guy that's come out with, so obviously some mental health stuff that has arisen from him, and we don't know that that's caused from playing football. We don't know that. There's a lot of people
that could be
out there,
like a drug-induced psychosis.
Well, that happens, and there's a lot of people out there that are just born with mental illness and never play down to football. I mean, I promise you, about 95% of the people that I was in I took care of in the mental hospital, none of them ever played any sports. So it doesn't necessarily have to be that, but yeah, it's definitely a thing. And maybe the NFL will start focusing on providing these guys some more help after they get out of the league, man. It's like the NFL is one of those, when I'm done with you, what have you done for me lately? Like they don't treat the vets and stuff as good as they should. And maybe they'll start providing some more of this stuff for these guys after the game.
Yeah. I mean, it's also tough too. I don't want to give the NFL a free pass, but like people got to ask for help too,
Exactly. You can't save
which is hard.
Yeah, you can't save everybody. You can provide the resources and stuff like that, but as a person dealing with this, you have to, kind of take and go get help yourself too.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, sad story here. Just terrible news in general, but definitely terrible for Dallas right now. They're in their bye week, and things aren't going great for the team at the moment. And then you have this happen. I can't imagine what the vibes are, in that locker room right now.
In that building, dude. This could be one of those things. I don't know how you really come back from this on the season. It can be a double-edged sword. Sometimes it can spur teams to be inspired. More times than not, it kind of deflates them.
Yeah. We'll end it with, hey, if you're out there and you're feeling down on yourself or anything like that, go talk, go get some help. Just go ask for help. Because life is worth living no matter how bad things look. All right.
There's people out there that love you, care about you, man, that will try to help you get the help you need, stuff like that. Once again, you can reach out to us, man. We'll talk to you. Don't ever think it's that bad, because it never really is. You can always get through. Sometimes you just got to get through today, man, to get to a brighter day tomorrow.
Yeah. At least you got your 2 front teeth. You know what I mean?
100%, man. 100%.
Could be worse. Could be
worse. No flapper or nothing.
No flapper, just raw dogging it, huh?
Raw dogging it. That's right.
Anyway, sad story here. We'll keep up on this as we know more.